We ate, so now we got to burn it off. From good food to a great way to work out. Every now and then, certain workouts become really popular or trendy for one reason or another. But today we're jumping into a workout that fitness trainer Blake Robinson says no one is talking about, but everyone should be doing. This is called Quad Pod.
That's the best name we've come up with and the one we've been using. And
Quad Pod.
Some people had some other references that we can't say on air or shouldn't say in front of small children.
Please don't.
The name that we came up with was for Quad Pod.
So define this. What is Quad Pod?
It's a variation of a regular plank or a regular push-up and hold position. Everybody knows the plank. Everybody's done that. But we changed some of the joint angles in the body and we made it just a little more challenging. So instead of holding in that flat plank position, you're now activating through your shoulders and you're getting a lot more of your legs involved.
So how are you doing that? Oh, by bending.
So she's in, you can see this is actually Madison. She's actually holding that for us and she is just hovering right there with her knees 1 inch off the ground. If she were to straighten her legs out, it's just holding the top of a push-up. But by bending those knees, we're now getting through the quads, through the hamstrings, and even through your calves that are working the whole time.
Madison looks pretty calm and steady there. Is it harder than it looks?
That's the thing, is everybody, the first time they do it, the first 30 seconds, they go, huh. That was okay. And then the next time they do it, they go, okay, now I hate you. And that's how I know it's working. And that's what it's doing. It's doing what it's supposed to. But it does look incredibly simple, but I promise you, the body and the muscles are really challenged when we hold, especially in flexed positions. So we've taken that knee, we flexed it, the hip is flexing, the shoulders are flexing. We have as many joints throughout the body flexing as possible.
That's the basic movement. You're going to expound on that, advance on that even. You've got a variation on the Quad Pod.
We've got tons and tons of them, and we didn't even bring in any of the weights on this one. So some of the simple ones are just reaching one hand forward and then going back. You start adding in some movement, but Madison makes this look so easy in that you're stepping forward, you're alternating hands, and as you're doing that, you've got to keep those knees 1 inch off the ground the whole time.
Wow, okay.
It is a lot harder than Madison makes it look.
So this works the arms.
This works the arms, this works the chest, this works the triceps, this works the quads. Like literally, you're hard pressed to find a muscle it doesn't work.
Oh wow, all right, thank you, Quad Pod.
Yeah.
You've got a variation also that tests balance or improves on balance?
Yep, and so you saw the first one that Madison was doing was walking, and this one she's actually just going to lift and she's going to be actually going to reaching the hands forward, works on your balance, and then she'll actually start to lift. And another variation, instead of reaching out in front of you, just reach your hand up into the air, and you raise your foot into the air.
Let's advance that next variation if we can. This is, so that one kind of works the arms.
Exactly.
This next one tests the balance.
Yep, and where you're going to start incorporating, because you only have one hand and one foot that's actually on the ground. So instead of having Quad Pod, hand, hand, foot, foot, okay, you now have to rely solely upon one hand and one foot and able to maintain that balance. So you'd raise your right hand, raise your left heel.
I was going to ask, are your clients loving this? The better question, are your clients hating this?
Yes.
Because then you know it's working.
Yeah, literally, if I were to give them the option between burpees and Quad Pod, they would take burpees any day of the week.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Quad Pod really steps it up
They
then.
really, really dislike it, which is how I measure exercise.
Yeah, exactly. It's your success. It's your thank you. Is this Quad Pod move then something you can incorporate into other exercises?
So as far as what we've done and put it into a regular routine is that you do a strength movement. You do, for example, 30 seconds of squat and then go down and do 30 seconds of Quad Pod. Instead of resting, instead of sitting down on the bench, instead of just hanging out, incorporate it into some of the movements and some of the exercises. So you're alternating, you're going squats, then back down to Quad Pod. Maybe you're doing a bicep curl, go back down into the Quad Pod, see if you can hold it for 30 seconds. It adds in as a filler, but becomes so much more than just that filler.
The Quad Pod, you heard about it here, something you can try in the comfort of your own living room, or you could try it at your new gym. Congratulations.
Thank you. We are in the process of building everything out. We've got the space. It took way longer than it was supposed to, but we're going to be getting ready to open in January. It's going to take us a little bit. It's right on 4th South in between 3rd and 4th West.
Nice.
And it is an incredible facility.
Nice.
It's going to be, it's different than most training facilities in that we handle all of your nutrition, we handle all of your training, we handle all of your corrective.
You take care of it.
We keep you accountable too.
I like it.